You think you know Bill Gates, the richest man in the world? The person who revolutionized the tech industry with Microsoft, the name that's synonymous with success. But what if I told you there's more to his story than you know? A story of failures, risks, and decisions that almost cost him everything. And what if I told you that this hidden side of Bill Gates could change the way you think about success forever? Just stick around, because today, we're pulling back the curtain on the untold truth behind Bill Gates' rise to billionaire. At the age of 18, Bill Gates was dropped out of Harvard University. And just like that, imagine the heaviness of that decision to leave one of the most prestigious universities in the world and to step into the unknown world, risking everything on an idea. Most people would have called him crazy, a failure waiting to happen. But Bill Gates wasn't following the traditional path. He had something different in mind, a vision, a burning ambition. And to get there, he had to confront the ultimate question: what's the price of success? The first big risk. In the early 80s, Bill Gates' biggest break came when he partnered with IBM to create a software for their new personal computers. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it almost wasn't. You see, Gates didn't actually own the software he actually built. He didn't have a product to sell. What he had was an idea that turned into something huge, but not without taking some insane risks. He rented the software to IBM. That meant no matter how well the PCs did, Gates would only get paid once for each sale. And the worst is, if IBM had a better idea or cut a better deal, Gates would lose everything. Most people would have folded. Imagine investing all your time, energy, and soul into something that might just fade into nothing. But not Gates. He bets it all. And just like that, he created the personal computer revolution. But that's just the beginning of the story, because after that win came the failures. The guiltless trouble, the Microsoft antitrust case. Here's where the real conflict begins. After dominating the tech world with Microsoft, Gates had to face his biggest battle yet with the US government. The 1990s saw the rise of a fierce rivalry between Microsoft and competitors like Netscape, and soon the government stepped in. Accused of monopolistic practices, Microsoft was dragged through the courts for years, threatening not only Gates' empire, but also his legacy. Could this be the end? Could one of the greatest business minds of the 20th century lose everything over a few business decisions? The whole world watched as Gates' company was in very precarious condition. And let me tell you, if Gates had lost this battle, the entire landscape of the tech world would have been different today. Microsoft could have crumbled, and Gates could have been remembered as nothing more than a one-hit wonder. The turning point, rebuilding. So Bill Gates didn't fold. In fact, what happened next is a key part of his story that most people overlook. He didn't just recover from his own mistakes, he reinvented himself. After the lawsuit and the rough years in court, Gates took a step back, reassessed his strategy, and did what he does best: innovate. In 2000, Bill Gates made a life-changing decision. He shifted his focus from tech to philanthropy. The Gates Foundation became his new venture. He poured billions into global health, education, and poverty alleviation. And today, his foundation is one of the most influential non-profit organizations in the world. Gates went from facing the prospect of losing everything to creating a new legacy of impact and change. What's the hidden strategy behind Bill Gates' success? So, what's the secret? The strategy that transformed Bill Gates from a college dropout to one of the world's most influential billionaires and philanthropists? The answer is simpler than you think. It's about embracing failure and taking calculated risks. Gates took those early failures, his risky decisions, and used them as fuel. He learned from it to take risks, not just in business, but in his life's mission. Bill Gates didn't just create software, he created a legacy. The inspiration. You see, Gates didn't become successful because of his wins. It was because of his failures. He understood something that few people get. Failure isn't the end. It's just the beginning. And it's not about avoiding risks. It's about learning from them, shifting gears when you have to, and using every setback as a step towards something greater. That's the hidden truth about Bill Gates. It wasn't about having a perfect journey. It was about having the courage to take massive risks to embrace the possibility of failure, and to never stop learning and evolving. And that, my friends, is the lesson we all need to learn if we want to succeed in life. It's the mindset of never backing down, even when everything seems to be falling apart. So if you're facing a tough decision, if you're afraid of failing, remember this. Bill Gates didn't get to where he is because of his successes. He got there because he wasn't afraid to fail, to take risks, and to adapt. And neither should you. Take a lesson from Gates. Don't fear the failure, embrace it. Because on the other side of fear lies the success you've always dreamed of. If you found this video inspiring, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories of success, strategy, and self-development. Until next time, stay fearless.